So we are just going to continue our conversation here.
Yeah.
Brenda Best with us today. She joins us live here on our big program. And so Brenda, you do a lot of live performing. You go around and you do the damn thing, as they say. What is a live performance from Brenda Best like?
It's spontaneous. It can be. There's a lot of songs that at this show that I do at the Nashville Nightlife, that's my main gig. I do about 200 to 200. Really, really great. But the thing I always have a knack for is to read an audience. And so that change my songs. And the band knows that. But we have it's kind of like having a set list that says, okay, let's do set list A tonight versus set list B, because the audience is a different age group, or else there's a mix. And I put it like this song instead of that, because I can just tell. And sometimes I do get a chance to meet them before the show starts. So, I can feel the vibe. I actually really enjoy doing that instead of just popping on stage and not having realized, like, maybe what's this crowd like. And sometimes maybe there are opportunities you don't get to do that. You just dive right on stage and that's your crowd. But there's times in this theater that I'll walk in and a lot of people know me, or they've come back to see the show a second, third time. And sometimes they're all brand new. But I get a chance to it also helps me feel comfortable too, that I know the kind of people I'm going to be singing for. So I have an idea too of where my jokes are going to be. Like, I sometimes say a few jokes in the middle of the songs before I start another song, because songs have a story. And even though they're cover songs, there's something in your life that can relate to those cover songs. So you can say where you were or what had happened when you were listening to those particular songs. And the people love that. The audiences like it. And especially if it's got humor in it, because that's the kind of show that I like doing. I'm not a downer, Debbie Downer.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I like people to laugh, and I like them to take something positive from what I do.
Well, we're going to do this. We're going to place Brenda on a brief hold here real quick. We're going to take a brief little time out here. And
shots there. Thank you very much.
KJAG.com.
Okay, so we are going to do this. We are going to go back to our guest, Brenda Best. We are also going to bring in, we've got Brenda back with us. She is, just because I want to do something fun, she is going to ride shotgun with us here on this next interview. I'm gonna give our next interview a call here. He is a guy who supposedly could not he supposedly had a broken headset, so he could not do Skype today. So between broken headsets, people vacuuming hardwood floors, we have all sorts of things happening today, Brenda. But we are going to give our next guest a call here on the traditional telephone and see what we can get figured out. And feel free to, I'm going to work into the mix here, Brenda. So we've got our next guest with us today. He is one of the main guys over at Negative Tendencies, I believe, is the name of the band. Is that correct, my man?
Yeah, Negative Tendencies, or some call us Neg 10.
Neg 10, which maybe is what I will I will use, but I know the way I do things. It will probably be better to just call you Negative Tendencies, because I will inevitably screw up that Neg 10 part of it up, and I do not want to screw that up, because we all know if you're paying the slightest attention, you know what I'm going to end up doing instead of calling them Neg 10. So
just don't call us Just don't call us late for supper.
Just don't call you late for dinner. The old line. That's right, baby. That's right. Okay, so we have got with us today. Let's do this. Let's do the old recap as we used to do. We have indie artist Brenda Best with us today. Her latest single is "The Bitter End." She is going to ride shotgun with us here for a little bit while we hang out and talk to Negative Tendencies on the telephone. So tell me and Brenda a little bit about what you guys have been up to, and then I know we're both going to have some questions for you. So go ahead, my man. Tell us a little bit about Negative Tendencies.
Well, we've been pumping out the new tunes for as we always have done. Lately, we've done some political songs as the political air gets more thick, as you might realize. And we think we've done some of our best political songs, and that's why we're trying to get the word out so people hear these songs.
Okay, well, look at that. Negative Tendencies with us today. They join us live here on our big program. And so, Brenda, you're a musical artist. What kind of questions here do you have for Negative Tendencies, like an artist-to-artist kind of thing here?
Well, I'm interested in those songs because I like the ideas of political songs too. I don't have something hardcore, but I want to know what topics they're talking about. In mine, I'm talking about guns. And I want to know if they're talking about Trump and Harris or what's up.
Well, yeah, most of it is. We have a record called "Partisan" with the Resistor Rock Chronicles, which is about basically the Trump era, which is what I call it, not the Trump era, the Trump era, and we actually have an anti-gun song ourselves called "The Freedom to Not Get Shot." I think you like it.
That's awesome. The freedom to not get shot. That's awesome.
Yeah, the freedom to not get shot. It's a good one too.
So what are some of the Brenda was asking you guys a little bit of some of the different themes that you cover. Where can we find your music? Where is the best spot to download your stuff or buy your stuff?
The best place is to go to YouTube and just do a search for Negative Tendencies, because all our songs have YouTube videos associated with them. Every single song. So you can catch our political stuff, or we have 2/3 of our songs are non-political. So.
Okay, that's great. I'm going to do that. I'm going to check you guys out.
And since you're an indie, I'd like to tell you this. I co-founded an indie music site that has over 30,000 artists called indiemusicpeople.com. You should get a page up over there, IMP for short, indiemusicpeople.com. You should get a page up there. We have a great community.
I love that. Thanks for inviting me.
That's awesome. So, talk to us a little bit about what you guys, I know that you guys are doing a lot of this, a lot of political music. What do you do when the political stuff is over for the year? Like, on election day, when this thing is over, what the hell are you guys going to write about and sing about then?
Oh, well, to be honest, I've tried to get out of the political song racket for a while because our songs just go over so well on Twitter X, the political songs, because everybody's there fighting politics. And I keep saying this is going to be our last political song, but then stuff keeps happening, so we keep making more songs. So our record called Partisan, I keep adding songs on to it, which is so I'm not sure exactly if the political situation is ever going to go away. I've been involved in political.
Nope, we lost him. That's what happens when you talk to him on the telephone. That's what happens. So we're gonna get him back. We're gonna go see if we can. We lost you, my friend.
Your number and the name of the restaurant, and we'll get back to you.
Okay. Apparently, we will wait on him to. Probably what happened is his phone died. I would almost assume the phone has died. But we have got Brenda Best with us today, kind of just riding shotgun with us while we talk to some of these different music people. It's the original plan for today was I had this guest list, I had all these various things, and people have either dropped out or they have rescheduled or they're just not fucking here. So we are just kind of going to town, and we're going to see what happens here today.
And going to town.
That's right. That's all we're doing. We are
drinking yellow Solo cups.
Usually on a Sunday radio show, we are busier than a fruit merchant.
Isn't
but
that something?
90% of the time, that's what we are. And then there's other times where we're like we're like a ferret in a Jello fight with this show. So it is. All apologies to Frank Catolo, but I think we've got him. Are you back with us, my friend?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. He must have went in a tunnel, or he was driving through parts unknown. I know they don't have the best cell service out there. But
landline, no.
Well, that too. It happens. So,
yeah, I know.
What do you guys? Okay, we were talking about. You guys try to get away from the political stuff, but you just can't seem to get away from it. Pick up where you left off, my man.
Okay. Well, yeah. I keep saying it's going to be our last political song because I want to wrap up that record, But then things keep happening. I was hoping you could play some of our songs today. One of our hits, we remade the song "Stormy" and made it into a song about Stormy Daniels, and that was a pretty big hit.
You know what's funny about that? Hearing about let me do some looking at the old calendar here. If the calendar will load for me. Hearing about a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm getting ahead of myself. 2 weeks.
30 days.
Well, no, 2 weeks. I'm going to see Stormy Daniels in Exotica out there in New Jersey, of all places.
No kidding.
I will see her. Now, going up and talking to her might be a completely different story. Because I'm not the biggest fan of hers, and I'm not a big fan of her security people, and I'm not a big fan of any of her, like, aura. Because, honestly, she wouldn't have a career if she wouldn't have really done anything with Trump, because she was doing nothing before.
She's incredibly clever, though. Don't sell her short.
Oh, she's very clever. I watched was it 3 years ago, 4 years ago? 4 years ago when we were at the Porn Convention in Las Vegas, and she was signing books. And there was a bunch of these podcast guys that wanted to get interviews with her. And the people she was signing with at the booth, they had told me, they said, Jiggy, just, when she's done signing, we're going to get you an interview. Don't worry about it. And so there's all these guys coming up there wanting interviews. And she's like, well, if you buy the book, I'll do an interview with you. So all these guys bought books. And then as soon as she got her line empty, or she sold all of her books, she goes, well, gotta go. And she packed up and took off. So yeah, she is crafty.
What would you do if you had 100 guys like you looking for an interview?
There you go. You know what would be great though is if the whole 100 of those podcast guys were dressed like me. That would have been hilarious. Because at the time, I think I was wearing my Santa suits, or my Santa.
I'd run myself.
Yes. I think I was wearing the green suit with the Santas on it. Maybe it was the green. Maybe it was the red suit with the Christmas kitties. But either way, it was one of my Christmas outfits, and that would have been amazing if we would have had 100 dudes dressed in red jackets with Christmas kitties on them. That'd have been amazing. But so you guys are having a lot of success. Talk to us a little bit about your writing process. What is that like? Tell me and Brenda here a little bit about your writing process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for the Stormy song, it was a strange thing. I just came up with one line, Stormy, something about his mushroom dick. Okay.
Well, you're on the right show for this interview.
From there.
So Brenda, what kind of other questions here do you have for Negative Tendencies?
Oh, wow. After hearing that, I it threw me off. It's like, oh, am I really hearing this? Not foreign, all that language, by the way. But I like the idea. I like the idea that if you played that, could you even play that song today so we can hear it?
Well
I can play it on this show.
It was our producer drummer basically worked up all the music of it. The two guys I have in my band are like the best rhythm section out there, and they crush everything.
That's awesome.
About the question about how I write my songs.
Yes.
We wrote a song about the American flag and how it's being blasphemized by people like Judge Alito, and we did a song called "Oh Glory Shame," which I think is a really articulate, poetic song. I've been called the Internet Bob Dylan, but
the Internet Bob Dylan. That is amazing. Yes, that is amazing. Well, we're gonna do this. We're going to let you go for the day. We're going to play one of your tunes here in just a few. But I really appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Definitely.
Always appreciate the support.
Definitely. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So there they go. That is Negative Tendencies. We're going to play their track here in just a few moments. Brenda, before we go to that, let's wrap up here with you. How do we get your stuff online, buy your music, support your music, all these things?
I would love that. Please do. But you can either Google Brenda Best Music, or you could go directly to the website at brendabest.net. And I've got links there to YouTube, to my YouTube channel, where they can see videos and everything. Or they can also listen to or buy everything on iTunes or Apple Music, also on Amazon Music, and that's where all my stuff is available.
Fantastic. Well, Brenda, this has been an honor and a privilege. Thanks for spending as much time as you did with us. And I definitely look forward to doing this again. Thanks for making some time, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much, Jiggy. It was a pleasure. You're so great.
Thank you. Appreciate it, my friend. There she goes. That is Brenda Best with us today. She joins us here on our big broadcast. So let's do this. We are going to go to Negative Tendencies. They are going to join us here in just a few. Well, they did join us just a few moments ago. But we are going to go to Negative Tendencies and their latest, which is Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty. That's what our country's for, where everyone can be free. There is a baby who lies, the Statue of Liberty. He wants our lady gone, the Statue of Liberty. We're gonna take it down, the Statue of Liberty. Symbol of all that's good, they'll put a wall on the sea. Praise the Statue of Liberty. Diversity, diversity, celebration, shout diversity. The freedom's fight, diversity. The big blue body. I am the swine of God, and my name is diversity. Equality is right, they call me diversity. The Statue of Liberty. I am a Mexican or Native American. I need to cast my vote for to liberate us then. Here comes our caravan, and hey, we're all gonna vote. You're lame old white man blue, but now that's all she wrote. Cause we're all gonna vote. Diversity, our life red ocean diversity. Our land in the ocean diversity. We're all one color diversity. And here comes tomorrow. Where did we all come from? The Statue of Liberty. We will continue to come to live in the land of the free. There is a secret to life, my name is diversity. There is a God above, and his name is diversity. Give me your tide, your war. 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 Diversity. Give me your tide, your war. Diversity.
Okay, that is Negative Tendencies, and that is that. We are going to take a time out here, and when we come back, we are hopefully going to be joined.
You are Zigging and Zagging with Jiggy
Somebody
Jag.
else.
Jiggy Jaguar.